Doctor, I'm the attending physician today. May I have your name, please?
My name is Mr. Jones.
How do you like to be addressed?
Yeah, you can see I'm Mr. Jones, yes.
Okay, Mr. Jones, can you please tell me what brings you here today?
Doctor, actually, it is my sleep problem,
Uh-huh.
b- to cut the story short, my mother-in-law has Alzheimer's and she has come to live with us in the last 3 months.
Okay.
And this makes me so anxious, all the time I'm worried about what happens, and but basically I can't concentrate. I cannot sleep at night.
I see.
And then, well, obviously it makes me very nervous, and the next day I cannot function. I have a very successful consultancy business, but then I can't work. Basically, I'm losing everything. So I thought that you would just could you do you think you could give me some sleeping tablets, please?
Okay. It must be really hard for you to deal with this new situation, but fortunately, I cannot prescribe sleeping
Ah,
pills for you. You're
why, doctor? That's the
Mhm,
only thing that works for me. Uh, to be honest, I got one of these tablets from one of my friends.
mhm,
I took it for one night and it was very helpful.
mhm,
The tablet called Zolpidem,
mhm,
um, and I sleep well. I just slept like a baby, really. The next day I was
mhm.
fine.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're talking about, but how much do you know about the side effects of this medication?
I didn't have any side effects, actually. I was just fine the next day.
Hmm. Yeah, let me explain you more about it. So there are some side effects for this medication.
Mhm.
Specifically, I want to emphasize on the risk of dependency. So it is not good for uh, you in this situation to use it.
Mm.
Uh, there are some
What do
alternatives.
you mean, Doctor, dependency? I'm not an addict, and I'm not
Mhm.
asking for this for fun. This is also of desperation. I can't sleep at night, and I'm not that sort of person. And um,
Yes. I
so
totally understand. I'm not telling you that you're an addict. But let me explain you more about the side effects for all people around you. It may happen, not only you. So
okay.
if we are trying to use this medication uh, without any specific reason, it can affect our brain and it
Well,
can
there
make
is a specific reason, Doctor, and that is my sleep problem.
totally right. Yeah, but how about alternative um, techniques that we can
I've
use?
I've tried everything. I've tried everything. Nothing works. It's just this tablet that works.
Mhm.
Okay. So, does it mean that you're not going to prescribe it for me then?
Yes, but let me tell you something. Um, this is a very hard situation that you are dealing with, and it's completely normal to be anxious about it. But anxiety can be managed with another methods like self-care techniques, dietary, uh, taking care of your diet and doing exercise. There are other things that you can try. Do you think it is something that you could be able to do?
Mm, I've done everything, doctor. I've done this, um, I don't know, meditation, relaxation, aromatherapy.
Hmm.
So I've done everything. It just doesn't
Hmm.
work. It's just the
Um,
tablets.
okay, so great. So you tried many things. How about sleep hygiene? How much do you know about it?
Well, yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I have a routine, and I go to bed same time. I read a book. I don't do anything. I don't watch TV. Yeah.
Mhm. Perfect. So yeah, you know about it, but um, it's really good to have a neutral rhythm, and it's all about your sleeping environment. So you need to sleep in a very peaceful and restful place, like your room should be dark enough when you are trying to sleep, and everything around you should be in a very peaceful situation so you can sleep in a very good way, and you can have a very relaxed time, and it really helps you to reduce your anxiety. Is that all right?
But I've done that, doctor. I've done all of that.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I just think that the only thing that helps me is that Zolpidem.
Okay, so how about trying to get a consultant from a psychologist? Because when we are in a hard situation, like the same thing you are dealing with right now, it's
No,
really good to get
uh,
help from someone
no, I
who
don't
can.
have time for that. No.
Mhm. Okay, I completely understand. You are a very busy person, but it is really helpful to get some advice from someone who.
What was your feeling?
نمیدونم آخه من هرچی میگفتم برش قانع نمیشه من هی سعی کردم که بهتر مثلا ولی دیگه من سعی میکردم برم جلو نمیدونم
Okay. Uh, ببینیم چی کار میتونستیم بکنیم. Okay. So, what was your feeling?
نمیدونم
Hmm? Good, bad, so-so, could be better,
good
could be worse.
could be better
Okay, so what's the score out of 10?
um, thanks
6. Okay. Okay. Oh, right. Before I forget, uh, what is this?
peaceful
Say that again.
peaceful
Uh, okay. Uh, what is this?
peace peace
What is this?
peaceful
Okay. So if you say peaceful is this one. If you say peaceful is this one. So
peace
peaceful.
uh,
It's a longer E. It's peaceful. Not peaceful. Peaceful, peaceful.
peace
Okay. Well, when you were talking, I heard peaceful. It means you use a short E, but actually you need to use a longer E, which is peaceful. And so peacefully, you will sleep more peacefully, not peacefully. Sleeping peacefully means full of peace.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Right. Good. So, what went well? We look at your structure. Look at your rapport. We look at your information gathering, and we look at your exploring eyes and information giving. So, what did you do well?
Support? No. Uh, rapport. What does rapport mean?
Rapport means as greeting, introducing
Uh,
yourself, and identifying why the patient is here, showing empathy, being non-judgmental, and showing attentive listening skills, which you did a lot of those, yes?
Mhm.
You were okay. Just the first part that you said, how may I call you? What may I call you?
Mhm.
Uh, yeah. So if the patient says, "Well, my name is John," or I don't know, Mark Jones, then you can say, "Okay, should I call you Mark or Mr. Jones?" But when I say my name is Mr. Jones, it means call me Mr.
Mhm.
Jones.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you shouldn't ask that. So okay. So yeah, you introduce yourself. You said hello. Come in. My name is Dr. What's your name, please? And then, okay, how can I help you today, or what brings you here today?
Mhm.
You did attentive listening, which is very good, and you did actually show empathy. Um, just, I think you could show empathy also where I said, "Oh, but I can't function," basically the next day, and you could say,
Mhm.
or just show instead of saying "I see,"
Uh-huh.
show some form of empathy rather than just saying "I understand." Okay,
Mhm.
but rapport was very good. Yeah. So, uh, information gathering, how much information did you gather?
Um, I think a lot. I think مریض دیگه همه چی رو توضیح داد. ولی من شاید خیلی نگرفتم. خودش توضیح داد.
اوکی. وقتی مریض توضیح میده خب شما یه چیزایی رو میتونی بفهمی، ولی یه سری هنوز جا خالیایی هست دیگه ها.
آها.
اه، خب من خیلی حرف زدم، تقریبا 1 دقیقه و نیم حرف زدم، ولی شما هم گوش کردی که خوبه. ولی چی میتونستی دیگه بپرسی به نظرت که بعدا سرش گیر افتادی، اونایی که نپرسیدی؟
ام، نمیدونم.
اه، خب من میگم که من اومدم یه مشکلی دارم و براش یه چیز خاصی میخوام. اوکی، مشکل من مشکل خوابه و من specifically یه دونه sleeping tablet میخوام، اسمش هم میدونم.
آها.
اوکی. اه، خب قبل از اینکه من بگم، البته من خودم بالاخره گفتم، ولی شما میتونستی بپرسید خب چی کار کردی برای این مشکل
ام،
خوابت.
ام،
اه،
ام.
اوکی. یکی دیگه این که گفت که آیا کیوی وجود داشت یا نه؟
ام. آخه گفت من از دوستم گرفتم و
مهم.
نمیدونم خیلی خوبه و به نظرم خب اینا
اوکی.
مشکوک.
اوکی. خب م. پس یه سری کیو داشتیم اینجا که اوکی. ام، کیو ها چی بودن؟ یادتونه کیو به چی میگفتیم ما؟
نه یادم نیست.
یادتون نیست. مثلا یه نفر میاد میگه که آره doctor I've got a chest pain for 2 days. I know it's nothing important but well you know our neighbor had a heart attack a few months ago.
آها.
Okay. So یه چیزی که مریض به شما میگه مثل سرنخ، شما در واقع اینجا دیتکتیوی، یه چیزی به شما یه سرنخی میده که شما میفهمی که این یه چیزی تو ذهنشه. و مثلا اینجا یکی مادرین لو بود که یه شخص سوم، در واقع شخص ثالث. مثلا تو اون مثال چسپین این که گفت همسایمون، شما فهمیدین این یک کیوه. پس اگه
ام.
گفت مادرین لو، مثلا یه نفر میاد میگه آره من خودم نمیخواستم بیام دکتر، زنم منو فرستاده. یا
آها.
اینکه من فکر میکنم چیز مهمی نیست ولی زنم میگه این خیلی چیز مهمیه.
ام.
یا اینکه اینجا گفت my friend has given me this. اوکی.
ام.
پس اینا چیزاییه که در واقع میتونه significant باشه و سرنخه در واقع. اوکی.
ام.
پس میتونیم بپرسیم بگیم که من گفتم که آره من این مادرین لام اومده اینجا زندگی میکنه و من خیلی استرس هستم. میتونیم بپرسیم چرا؟ Why are you stressed? What's the problem? منم میگم که آره من همش دارم فکر میکنم که در آینده چه خواهد شد. اگه شما از من سوال میکردین میگفتم اگه میپرسین مگه مشکلی ایجاد میکنه براتون یا مثلا برای چی نگرانی، میگم No, she's okay at the moment but I keep thinking what would happen in 3 months or 6 months time. Okay. uh, and then you can suggest, well, actually you need to you can see a counselor or speak to somebody to deal with this anxiety because it's basically there's nothing wrong at the moment. Huh? اوکی پس یکی اینکه آره دیگه چه چیزی میتونستیم پرسیم که شما بعداً گفتی که آره میتونی این کارا رو بکنی، بعد من گفتم من همه این کارا رو کردم.
آره باید میپرسیدم که چه کارایی کردی دیگه، یا مثلا چه کار مثلا چه جوریه مدل اسلیپ هایجین چه جوریه، اول خودش توضیح بده بعدا من کامنت بدم، چون من هرچی گفتم مریض میگفت من انجام دادم، پس من باید اول میپرسیدم چون اون وقت اون میگفت من این کار رو کردم و من اونو تکمیلش میکردم.
دقیقاً. پس فهمیدیم که اگه سوال نکنیم بعدا اون وقت هرچی ما بگیم میگه من این کارم کردم، من همه کار کردم. میگه این چی؟ میگه مثلا ریلکسیشن تکنیک، سلیپ هایجین، میگه من گفتم که همه کار کردم. وقتی مریض چیزی رو میخواد فیکس میکنه روی چیزی دیگه شما نمیتونی اون وقت بهش بگی نه. پس میتونستی پیش دستی بکنی در واقع. اوکی. پس یکی این که در واقع اکسپلور کنیم توی اینفورمیشن گدرینگ. ما میتونستیم چیکار کنیم؟ بیشتر اکسپلور کنیم، بیشتر سوال کنیم. اوکی. more questions یعنی more details در واقع. یه چیزی هم هست میگم مثلا initial sleep insomnia initial یا اینکه دیگه چی میگن اونها دیگه نمیدونم، یه اصطلاحاتی داره، ولی اینکه مثلا اولش نمیتونی بخوابی یا اینکه نه بیدار میشی بعدش نمیتونی بخوابی و غیره. اون وقت دیگه چیزای دیگه هم که میتونیم بپرسیم قهوه میخوری، الکل میخوری، سیگار میکشی، چیکار میکنی، لایف استایل چجوریه، ورزش میکنی نمیکنی، از این داستان. اوکی. پس یکی اینکه پیش دستی کنیم، بیشتر اکسپلور کنیم، بعد کیو اگر بود مثلا شخص سومی رو وقتی میگه، و اینکه دیگه چه کیوهایی ما میتونیم داشته باشیم. خاطرتون هست که مثلا در واقع چه چیزهایی رو ما به عنوان کیو در نظر میگیریم؟
نه
یکی الان که گفتیم که مثلا third person، درسته؟ دیگه چی؟ دیگه repetition و denial، strong denial. اوکی. اوکی. چیزایی که مثلا یه نفر میگه I always do that، I've done everything. اوکی. داره چیکار میکنه؟ داره exaggerate میکنه. اوکی. پس میگه I have done everything. Everything? What for example? اوکی. به جای اینکه پس وقتی میگه I've done everything بعدش بپرسی What do you mean by everything? What have you done? Okay. I've done everything. I've done meditation, I've done relaxation, I've done aromatherapy. Okay. And how did you do that? How did you do and how many nights and so on. And then اون وقت من میگم که آره من یه شب آروماتراپی کردم، یه شب مدیتیشن کردم، یه شب فلان کردم. اوکی. بعد که ازش میپرسین میگه که آره من یه شب این کارو کردم، یه شب اون کارو کردم. اوکی. پس that is worth exploring. این چیزایی که میگه اگه طرف کاره دکتر من همه اینا رو میدونم، همه اینا رو من بلدم، من همه این کارا رو کردم. اوکی. یعنی چی کار کردی؟ اوکی. بعد بپرسی ازش که
من یه سوال دارم، این کیوها اینطوری که اگه ما به اینا فکر کنیم باید بیشتر سوال کنیم؟
آره دیگه، یعنی پیشو بگیرین. سرنخ دیگه، اینا سرنخیه که چون مریض میخواد به اینا استناد بکنه، حرف خودش رو به کرسی بشونه و شما باید دقیقا بفهمی که این منظورش چیه و بتونی اینجوری مهمات جمع کنی در واقع. اوکی. این میندازه اونجا میگه که آره من همه چی رو امتحان کردم. همه چی یعنی چی؟ منظورت چیه؟ چیکار کردی؟ وقتی که گفت اگه شما قبلش بگی میگه این کارم کردم، این کارم کردم، این کارم کردم. اوکی. ولی اگه قبلش بپرسی بگی خب چیکارا کردی، میگه این کار کردم، این کار کردم، این کار کردم، و میگه اوکی این کارا که کردی چند وقت کردی؟ مثلا میگه آره یه روز این کارو کردم، 2 روز اون کارو کردم. میگه خب با 1-2 روز که نمیشه که. اوکی. پس good. پس پس علت این که میگیم که این کیوا مهمه، یکی این که وقتی کانفلیکت داری میشنوی، مثلا همین اگه اینو شما توی ریدینگ ببینی نوشتیم که we have tried everything. اوکی. میگه چیه؟ میگه این حتما این گزینه غلطه، این نمیشه، everything نمیشه، این حرف درستی نیست. I'm always like that or I've never done that, I've never been like this. Okay. پس denials, repetitions, third person اینا میتونن کیو باشن. اوکی. و وقتی اینا رو ما پیدا میکنیم میفهمیم که این یه چیزی تو ذهن مریض هست. این I've tried everything یعنی چی؟ یعنی اینکه هیچ چیز دیگه ای نیست. یعنی only this tablet will help me. Okay. I just draw you this matrix and I say for example ideas, concerns and expectations و patient's agenda, doctor's agenda. وقتی به این نگاه کنیم اینجا مریض چی داره فکر میکنه تو ذهنش؟ میگه only sleeping pills. Okay. What is the concern? Sleep problem is ruining my life. Okay. I want sleeping pills. Okay. شما جوابتون چیه؟ آیا موافقید با این یا نه؟
نه موافق نیستم.
Good.
Only
Okay.
sleeping.
And the sleep problem is ruining my life. Okay. Maybe. And I want sleeping pills.
No.
No. Okay. اینایی که شما میگی نو باید دلیلش رو بگی. اوکی. برای اینکه بتونی بگی که چرا این only sleeping pills نیست، بعد شما به اندازه کافی اطلاعات کسب کنی که بتونی بهش بگی که چه چیزایی رو ایشون امتحان نکرده یا چه آپشنایی داشته و استفاده نشده. و این هم که اینجا میگه I want sleeping pills، شما میگین بله ممکنه شما خیلی چیزا بخوای ولی ما باید ببینیم که این به صلاحت هست یا نیست، یا اینکه if you really need it or not. Okay. پس این you want something or need something that is different. Okay. Good. Okay. خب توی information giving هم شما من فکر کنم یه سری چیزایی رو خوب گفتی، ولی اینجا شما گفتی 6 از 10 ولی 4 تا رو به خودت ندادی. اون 4 تا بیشتر مال کدوم قسمت بود به نظر شما؟
آخه من آخرش نتونستم مریض رو قانع کنم. بعد دیگه انگار مثلا مریض با حرفای من ساتیسفای نمیشد.
خب پس توی به نظر شما کدوم قسمت اینجا بود؟ مثلا info gathering, exploring eyes, info giving ها؟ در واقع relating your response to patient's eyes. Okay. در واقع اگه این کارو میکردیم شاید یه مقدار موثرتر میشد. مثلا میگفتیم که چی، شما فکر میکنید فقط میتونی بهش بگی you think only sleeping pills will help you but I don't agree with you or I don't think this is the case and why? Because the evidence shows that. Okay. And you want sleeping pills but I don't think it's a good idea. Why? because it has a lot of side effects, and the major side effect is that it has a potential to cause dependency. When I say, well, I'm not an addict, and you rightly said, خوب بود که خیلی خوب گفتین که well, it's not about you as a person, it's about everyone. So these are addictive to everyone. And well, and I said no, well, I want to take it, and then you said, well, we can ask a consultant or a specialist. No, we don't do that. تو هیچ کنسالتیشنی نذاریم به اونجا برسه که به یه نفر دیگه بفرستیم. اوکی. خب پس ما برای اینکه این 6 دهم رو بکنیم 10 دهم باید میتونستیم که ایشونو کانوینسش کنیم، درسته؟
درسته.
اوکی، ببینیم چجوری میشد. Okay. What is the cause of this sleep problem?
همین که مادر خانومش اومده بود پیششون.
Mother-in-law has come in and it causes me anxiety, and that causes sleep problem, and this is causing my work problem. I cannot function as work. Okay. Okay. So this is what I think. I think my work problem is because of the sleep problem. Okay. Now, I think that I have to solve this problem because I am losing my job. Okay. This is what I think. But what do you think as a doctor? You say, well, no, actually, you need to go before that. You need to deal with your anxiety. Okay. And we cannot do something about your mother-in-law, but what we can do is the way you think about your mother-in-law. And therefore, that's what I'm saying. You can go for counseling. Okay. So basically, what we can say is, look, what you're telling me is that your mother-in-law causes you to feel anxious, and this causes you not to sleep. And that causes you to, and that interferes with your performance at work. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Okay. So what we can do is to deal with your anxiety, because because that is the cause of sleep problem. If we only address sleep problem, your anxiety is still there, and we're just masking the sign. Okay. We can use the same thing for pain. We can always say, look, pain is a sign. It means that there's something wrong and something is not functioning properly. Therefore, we need to treat that cause, that root cause, not the sign only. Okay. پس این یکی از چیزایی که ما میتونیم همیشه بهش استناد بکنیم اینه که find the cause, find the real cause. Okay. پس این یکی از اصولیه که ما میگیم که همیشه اول establish facts. Okay. اول حقایق واقعیت ها رو پیدا کن. Establish facts. Then base your argument on the facts. Okay. So you say, I establish the fact that your problem is anxiety. So that is my opinion. So your professional opinion is you have anxiety and we need to deal with that. If we only deal with your sleep problem, that wouldn't help. Abule?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, root cause. Okay. So we find the root cause. The second thing, the other thing we can do is to explain the scientific or the science, basically. So what do we say? We say science shows or evidence shows that these pills stop working after a while. Okay, they're not very effective. They work for short term only. So people who take these tablets, they find them very useful at the beginning, but soon they will lose their effect. So, and people feel like they need more and more and more, and at some point
Mhm.
they stop working. They don't work anymore. So
Mhm.
people end up in the same place, but in fact in worse place because they now have developed a dependence. Okay. So
Mhm.
instead of saying you, we make it impersonal. یا تونستی که اون
آها.
objective and clinical language که صحبت میکردیم توی رایتینگ میگفتیم چی؟ میگفتیم کار ما نمیگیم که نمیخوایم judgmental باشیم، میخوایم non
Mhm.
judgmental باشیم. الان شما اگه اینجا بگی که it is addictive you might get it has a risk of dependency you might get addicted. That is judgmental, so they don't like it. But what we can
Mhm.
say is, well, science shows or evidence shows that these pills lose their effect with time, and therefore people need more and more, and they become dependent on them, and then they stop working altogether. So
Mhm.
uh, basically, that's why they don't work.
Mhm.
Okay, so basically, short-term effect. You can emphasize on short-term effect and long-term losing effect, and therefore dependency. So the other thing is that if the patient still insists, we don't usually say that, well, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can go see another person. No, we don't say that. What we need to do is hand over the problem back to the patient and clarify your position. Okay, what does that mean? Uh, sure, I mean, sure, you have a problem, you're here for help, for professional help. As a professional, I'm here to help you. Okay? This is your problem, I'm trying to help you. I have no problem. You have a problem, I'm trying to help you. انقدر واضح نمیگیم ما. Okay. My role is to give you the best advice and to make sure you're not suffering any harm. Okay. And that is based on the ethical principles. You know about them?
مثل چی؟
Hmm?
نمیدونم. نمیدونم.
Uh, autonomy. Hmm?
بله.
Have you heard those?
بله.
Okay. So that was the root cause. Find the root cause and respond to it. Plan around it. Use the science or use the ethical principles, which are autonomy, beneficence, uh, confidentiality, which is not part of these, but uh, do no harm, fairness and justice. Just justice. Okay. Right. So basically, what it says is we respect patients' wishes. Okay. Mm, we do what is in patients' best interest, and then we don't do anything which causes harm, and we look at the wider community as our patient, and we try to be fair to everyone. Um, so to the public health, basically. مثلا یه نفر میاد میگه که okay man I don't care about other people I want something just give me this tablet. No. Somebody says just give me antibiotics. I don't care if we have bacterial resistance. Just give me the pill. No. because this affects the whole population, the whole humanity. Okay, so and confidentiality is actually not an ethical principle, but it is now it's a legal principle, and it means that by law we are obliged to keep patient secrets. Okay, unless it is against uh, uh, other people's interests. Okay, right. So, difficult cases or difficult consultations happen when we have a conflict between these principles. In this case, we have the patient's autonomy against beneficence and do no harm. The patient's autonomy, we say, well, I respect what you think you like, I respect your wishes, but I think it is not in your best interest and it is actually going to harm you. Okay? So that's how we deal with it. We say, as a professional, I have these responsibilities, and these are my principles that I have to follow. And therefore, although I respect your wishes, I cannot prescribe this to you because it's not in your best interest, it's not your best option, and because it's going to harm you. Okay? And حالا بعضی هم میگن که اوکی I don't care من میرم مثلا بازار آزاد میخرم میرم خودم میخرم میخورم that's okay that's up to you you're a grown up person you can do whatever you want but I don't want to be part of it okay so هر کاری میخواد بکنه خودش میدونه ولی ما نمیتونیم اینجا همکاری بکنیم okay. So basically, we've got three ways of dealing with this case or with these difficult cases. The first one is actually to gather enough information to find and to always look at the root cause. Okay. یه نفر میاد میگه آره من زمین خوردم منم پینکیلر میخوام مثلا گردنم درد میکنه شما با گردنش کار نداری اوکی شما با روت کوزش کار داری گردنت چرا درد میکنه میگه نه چیزی نیست من میدونم چیزی نیست یه کدئین بده من برم نه this is not we shouldn't do that we have to make an assessment okay اگه بهش کدئین بدی بره بعدا بره ببینن که بله این یه دونه fractured یا مثلا یه دونه cracked vertebra داشته اون وقت یقتو میگیرن and you shouldn't have done that okay but your principle your professional responsibility is to make sure that you tell him that this is not in your best interest. I have to make sure you're not at any risk. Okay? I cannot just give you a painkiller and let you go. This is my responsibility. Okay? And if you fail, then you will be stuck. So, basically, therefore, whatever the patient says, we look at the root cause. Okay? No matter what the patient wants or says, we want that. We want the root cause. Okay, and then based on science and based on the ethical principles, we look at the problem. Okay, whatever it is, and we solve that.